Welcome back, Impactful One. In this video, we're going to be talking about who to hire first in your coaching business. So stay tuned. So one thing that a lot of coaches ask me is about hiring and how to hire profitably, because there's no point in hiring a team, hiring, a virtual assistant, a personal assistant, a project manager, or any other hire in your business, an accountant, whatever. A lot of people want to hire in their business and they think that just by hiring, their income is going to go up, or they don't consider the idea and the plan ahead of time of how to make an employee or somebody that you hire profitable from the beginning, and also what it takes to invest into an employee before they become profitable, how long the timeline is, etc. Obviously, inside of our masterminds, we have extensive education on how to hire, how to onboard, how to recruit, like all of that. However, I do want to talk about that first hire because I think it's such an important element of you being able to scale your business, especially if you're in that 50 to 100K range. Like, you want to stop doing certain things so that you can up level. So the first hire in your business that makes the most sense financially for most coaches online is to hire a virtual assistant. And our favorite way to hire a virtual assistant is hiring someone out of the country. And so this would be hiring somebody like in the Philippines, where the cost of living is a lot lower and you're able to basically, if you've ever heard of like geo arbitrage, where you work somewhere and you live somewhere else, and how you can feel very rich because it's a lot less expensive. We are doing the same thing, but with your business. And so you can hire somebody in the Philippines, pay them with US dollars, which feels like a lot less money for you, but it is fair for them because it's what the wage is in that country. And you can make that a very, very symbiotic, amazing relationship when you hire out of the country. So that would be like kind of like who you would hire. But what is even more important than who you hire is that you are hiring and screening and having a process for hiring somebody that is going to get you the results you want. You want to set up a 4X job description. And we, again, go at length at this inside of our programs. But you want to create a job description which is going to allow that person, if they're doing that job, to make 4 times what you are paying them. And so you're going to make a 4X job description. You're going to post the job description in the forums for, Filipino employees. And you're going to screen those applicants until you find somebody that is a fit for you. And what does a good fit look like for your company? Well, that's going to completely depend on the values of your company, the culture of your company, and what you are building, which is why, you want to build your business from the ground up, having all of the key elements in place to create a good culture from the beginning. And so you want to hire and screen and make sure that the person is going to fit into your company culture. So some of the things that, for example, haven't been a fit for some of our clients in the past is they hired somebody who was, maybe just had completely different values, and or somebody who didn't really have the time. This actually happened one time. I was trying to hire somebody. This was like a local hire. But the person, like when they told me their schedule, I'm like, I don't see where they would have time to work on the business. And they really wanted this like work from home job. And so I'm like, I don't see where they would have time to like work this job. And so again, all of your screening questions will be looking at that person, what they bring to the table, how they can contribute to your business, what their personality is, and that kind of stuff. And I look at that and I outweigh that over their skill set. And oftentimes this is a huge mistake that coaches make, is they're like, well, this person knows Canva. Well, this person knows how to use Asana, and I want a project manager to get me onto Asana to like tell me what to do. Well, if you want that's not necessarily going to be that person, because they may not be able to strategize with you and like understand all of the things. And definitely a project manager is not going to be a great first hire, because you need a lot of tasks off your to-do list first. Number one. And number two, you need to practice the skill of hiring and managing people. And if you get a project manager, oftentimes they are a leader. And so that requires a much higher skill set that you may not have. And so, again, your first hire, the best first hire in a coaching business, in my opinion, is a virtual assistant in a foreign country. I prefer the Philippines just because it's easy to hire. There are job boards for it, and I will mention it. It's onlinejobs.ph is what I use. You can literally post and within 24 hours have 300 applicants. So again, it's super simple, super easy to do. However, the key for it working is your hiring process. How are you screening them? How are you vetting them? How well you have established guidelines in your business, like what your company culture are and things like that. And also your training and onboarding. So if you need help with stuff like this, again, this is stuff that we help people with. So go ahead and reach out to me if you want to inquire about this. This is a lot of the work that we do with our higher level clients. And if you're just in the beginning phases, we go over the basics in the school. Again, so go to impactdrivenentrepreneur.com to learn more. All right. Now, a common thing that we see with entrepreneurs and coaches is that they don't know what to do if they start to hire somebody to do some of these things. So what are some of the tasks that you might have your first virtual assistant doing? Well, I did a TikTok video about this. So go to my TikTok and you can see 15 things that you need to stop doing in order to go from 50 to 100K. That's a good video, and it tells you all the things that you could delegate. But besides that, the other thing that you want to think about is, what are you going to do with this newfound time? Just because you hired somebody and now they're doing work for you doesn't mean that you're going to go do things that are not income producing for yourself. Okay, so that means you up level your income production as well, allowing you to even further increase your earning potential. Okay. So that is what I have for today. I hope that you found this video helpful and that you can get out there and hire your first hire in your business, a virtual assistant, if that's for you. If you want any help with hiring, with recruiting, with creating the process, the structure of your business to be able to bring that person on and get them up and going to the 4X level, reach out to me. And in the meantime, we do have a content workshop coming up this weekend. So if you are watching this at the time that it's released, we are going to be going through creating 200 pieces of content in 3 hours. And I'm going to do it workshop style, where I'm going to walk you step by step through the entire process. And you'll obviously have our content process for yourself to use. We have used this content process and implemented it into businesses. They've paid us over $20,000 to implement this with their teams. And if you have your first virtual assistant, it would be great for you to have the content for them to start posting and getting it out there for you. Especially if you struggle with visibility or like fears around content, or maybe you have the ideas and you just can't get them out there. Having a VA do it is a great strategy to help to overcome that mindset hurdle. You just focus on the creation and they will post it for you. So that workshop is coming up this weekend. Go to impactdrivenentrepreneur.com/content to learn more about the workshop and join us. I'm super excited. If you are watching this after the video is live, you can still go there and either get on the waiting list for the next time we run it, or we might have an evergreen version of it. I'm not sure what we're doing at this point. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you next week right here on the channel.